welcome back to the channel Tarot Yogi. I'm Vinit. I read tarot intuitively, and today we have another really special timeless pick a card reading on what do your spirit guides love about you. And today's reading is really special because it's a collaboration between Scarlet Serpent Tarot and me, and this was his beautiful idea. So please do go head over to his channel. He has done the extended reading for this on what do your ancestors love about you. So please do go check out his channel. I will link his channel in the description box below and his YouTube handle in the title of the video, so you can just click on it and go to his channel. Go check out the second part of his reading. Go check out the second part of this reading that he did on his channel on what do your ancestors love about you, and just go subscribe to his channel. Go show him lots of love. Go binge watch all his videos and let him know you came from Tarot Yogi. And having said that, we have three piles to choose from. Pile number 1, we have the Familiar. Pile number 2, we have the Neophyte. And pile number 3, we have the Crystal Ball. So take a minute, see what pile is being called to you intuitively. The description box below will have the timestamp for your pile. And again, remember, these are general readings. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video. Share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below, so you can definitely reach out for a private reading. And please do go head over to Scarlet Serpent Tarot's channel, check out his reading, and I will see you guys in your reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the Familiar card, this is your reading on what do your spirit guides love about you. So we are asking angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters, star family today, what do your spirit guides love the most about you? You may want to check out the extended reading of this on Scarlet Serpent Tarot's channel. I will link his channel in the description box below. So you can definitely check out his channel where he is doing the second part of this reading, which is what do your ancestors love about you? So please do go check out the reading on his channel and go support his channel and subscribe. Okay, pile number 1, we have the Chariot, the World card, Knight of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, the Magician, Page of Swords, 4 of Swords, 3 of Wands, and 8 of Wands. So what I'm getting is you definitely have like a very strong group of spirit guides. They may show up as wolves, they may show up as ravens, crows, cats, or you may have a pet cat. I'm getting a black cat, or you may have owls as your spirit guides. And what your spirit guides truly love about you is your tenacity. You're very tenacious, you're very headstrong. Once you decide to do something, you know, you go fully in. You know, you could have any prominent fixed sign placements, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo. You sort of give off that energy where you can sort of just laser focus in on something and just go for it, you know. And your spirit guides just love how you don't easily give up on things, you know. You really put your foot to the pedal and you go all the way, you know. So it's your consistency that they really admire and adore about you, you know. And I just want you to know that you're very protected. You know, your spirit guides are protecting you at all times. You may be seeing a lot of signs, synchronicities, something along those lines, you know. And I do feel that you know, you especially, you don't have just one animal spirit guide, you know, or just spirit guide, you know. And I'm getting a lot of animals here as well, you know. Here we sort of have this yak-like figure, you know. So you may also have this sort of, I'm getting like this very forest animal spirit, you know. You may be very close to forest spirits, like you may be very close to the fae. You know, you could very much be attracted to forests, you know. But you definitely also have a connection with birds over here, you know. And your spirit guides love the fact that, like I said, you know, you will see something through, you know. You're not going to give up just because things get difficult. You will really go the extra mile over here, you know. And I think your spirit guides also want you to know that I feel right now you're very anxious, you're very tensed, you know. It's you feel as if there's no end to the suffering and there's no light at the end of the tunnel. But I really want you to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel for you over here, you know. And another thing that your spirit guides really love about you is you don't need like a lot of signs, you know. I think you're very tapped in. You could very much be empathetic, psychic over here, but You know, when the sign is given to you, you just go for it, you know. Like you keep your eye on the target, and you just go for it. And I think this itself brings you into a lot of prosperity and abundance. You know, you really make the most of the opportunity, you know. And another thing that your spirit guides really love about you is you don't have to go out of your way to tell people to respect you. You know, I think a lot of people love you and respect you. I think you're very, very adored. You know, you have this very quiet sort of power about you. You know, you stand very strongly in your own personal power. And I think that itself is just very inspiring to a lot of people around you, you know. So you're very quick to take action, you know, and you know exactly when to take action, when to relax. You know, you don't sort of derive your sense of self by just doing things. You know, anything you do, it has a lot of meaning. You know, you're the kind of people, and I totally relate to you in a lot of ways, because you would just not do something if you were not into it. You know, like for example, I only read tarot because I'm into tarot. You know, I could not, for the love of God, imagine, like, I don't know, playing cricket or something, you know, which is like not my vibe, you know. So you're very on your vibe, and I think you know your vibe, you know, like you're not going to follow trends, you know, you're going to very much stick to what you love, and just be very timeless with it, you know. And that's another thing that your spirit guides love about you, that you're not swayed easily. You're not like, even I think I think people who hate you, you know, because I do think you have a very polarizing energy, you know, where people will either love you or hate you. You know, even people who hate you, they sort of admire you, and they just sort of wish that they could get a reaction out of you. But you know, you have this very cool, calm, collected energy. Even if you don't feel that way, that's how you come off, you know. Because I also feel that you are very hard on yourself. You know, you have a very distorted way of looking at yourself. You're very good at gauging people, you're very good at reading people, but when it comes to seeing yourself for who you are, I think there is a lot of distorted perception when it comes to how you really view yourself, you know. And I feel that you are improving your relationship with yourself, which is also something your spirit guides really love about you over here, you know. But my eye is really going to this Magician card, and you know, like I said, you know, you will just wait for that divine inspiration. You will just wait for that, you know, that feather dropping from the sky. You know, like you will just know. You know, you could also be deeply claircognizant. You know, you could even channel information over here, is what I'm getting, you know. But you know exactly when to strike, you know, which, let me tell you, it is a superpower. You know, I think a lot of people do things out of impulse, or a lot of people even strategize with like the worst kind of intentions, and you know, both of those people fail. But you know, you succeed in most things you do, not because you're lucky, but because you're truly, truly blessed over here. And I do feel you have a lot of abundance coming towards you as well. You know, you're very, very hard workers. You know, I feel you may also have some mediumship abilities. Maybe you could see things when you were a child. Maybe you could see orbs. Maybe you could see spirits. But I am sensing that you're very, very close to spirit. You know, and you're very close to your own spirit guides as well. Some of y'all could even have horses as your spirit guides over here, you know. But you're very connected to the element of air and earth both, you know. Therefore it's really easy for you to manifest whatever you truly desire. You know, a lot of people may even be jealous of you because they think you're lucky, but it's not luck. You know, I think you're very tapped in, and you know exactly what to ask for, and I think it's often given to you, you know. So you need to go extra crazy with your gratitude journaling, pile number one. It'll really help you manifest what you need even faster, you know. But I definitely sense that you must be just seeing like feathers falling from the sky, something like that, you know. And I think what your spirit guides are really trying to tell you is that worst is truly over, and you can take a chill pill. You know, you can truly relax, and you know, just do your due diligence, and everything else will be taken care of. You know, there is this Buddhist saying which I'm sort of rephrasing, but it says something like, you know, you have to cut your wood and you have to fill your water buckets before enlightenment, and you do the same after enlightenment. You know, you cut your wood and you draw your water, you know. So it's not so much about even what you're doing, it's how you're doing it. You know, you're really shining in what you're doing, and if you have a public platform, I really want you to know that you will blow up. You know, you're meant to have an impact on a lot of people over here, you know. And I feel a lot of y'all are also working a lot in the astral. I think a lot of y'all are doing a lot of work in the astral, so just know that you're protected over there. You know, you have your spirit guides with you protecting you in the astral. And I think right now what is truly highlighted for you is all the relationships that you have. I'm saying romantic, platonic, family, all of it. I think all your relationships are being really highlighted right now. So you can really see which relationships can move with you in your future and which relationships you sort of have to bury in the past. So right now you may have a lot of people just even dropping out of your life, and I know it can be very, very painful, but it's the best thing you can do for yourself, to make space for new things to come in, new people to come in. And I am totally seeing that happening for you over here. And I feel it'll happen for you much faster. I think what your spirit guides really love about you is you're very, very patient. You're genuinely very patient, and you understand cycles. You understand cycles of life, so you're not like your spirit guides, they don't have to like go above and beyond to like just like explain things to you. You just get it. You pretty much just get it. You may also be a guide to a lot of people. So your spirit guides really want you to know that they're very, very happy with you, and you're coming into a lot of abundance much sooner than you think. And you may also overwork yourself just because you really understand how deep your purpose is. I think you're really waking up to that. And what your spirit guides are really asking me to convey over here to you is pace yourself. It's not about doing more work, but it's about doing consistent work. Focus on consistency rather than having more. I think that is what you need to do. And also pace yourself. You're running a marathon, you're not running a race. So it's very important that you pace yourself. You have it within you to climb the loftiest of the mountains. And your spirit guides are also asking me to convey to you that you need to set your sights higher. You have more potential than you realize. And it's only when you challenge yourself, which you totally do, that's when magic will happen in your life. And trust me, it will. you know and another thing that your spirit guides truly love about you is, after going through something very, very devastating, and I do feel you've gone through your own fair share of very devastating life experiences, you truly take your time to make sure that you don't remain resentful and bitter. You take your time, you go through your grieving process, and then you free yourself from it. You take, like, I would say, very, very less amount of time compared to a lot of people when it comes to dealing with a breakup or something like that. You you just have this inherent understanding that everything happens for a reason and there is a lesson to learn, and you have this very deep, beautiful way of introspection. You have this deep ability to go inwards and introspect, and really take your time to learn your lessons. You're a very obedient person, especially when it comes to your spirituality, whether you're overtly spiritual or not, and that's something your spirit guides really, really love about you. I feel you may be seeing a lot of orbs, you may be seeing a lot of like lights flickering, things like that, and that is just for you to realize that your spirit guides are very, very close to you and protecting you at all times. And we have the dogs barking, so we'll just take that as confirmation over here. What I'm getting with the dogs barking is your spirit guides don't have to take a lot of effort to sort of draw your attention to something that needs to be worked on, something that needs healing, or if there are certain people who don't have the best interest for you in their hearts, you really pay attention to the signs, and you listen to the call and you answer the call. That is something your spirit guides really, really love about you over here. you know Another thing that your spirit guides really love about you is, despite everything that has occurred in your life, despite everything that you have gone through, you still maintain a very tender, loving heart. And that is something your spirit guides truly love about you, that you're still like a very idealistic person, and you still chase your ideals to the T. And I think you're also meant to have a voice in this life. You're meant to be heard. you know so you really have to speak your mind. And I feel you're more connected to your heart than you realize. And it is through our heart center that we get messages. It's not through the head, it's through our heart. And you're very, very connected to your heart, and you still have the ability to love, even if you've never had love really requited over here in your life. And your spirit guides still love the fact that you can still give love to whoever needs it, whenever, wherever. A lot of y'all may definitely have a pet dog or something, or you may have like a very wolf-like spirit animal over here for sure, with all the barking. So another thing your spirit guides really love about you is your ability to meditate. I feel a lot of y'all are natural meditators, or if you don't feel you are, you should definitely give it a try. I think you have the natural talent to meditate, so definitely give meditation a try. I think they're also trying to contact you through meditation and through your dream state. So please pay close attention to what is happening in your dreams and meditation. I think you will be given a lot of answers, you know. And like I said, a lot of y'all are meant to be heard. A lot of y'all are meant to have a voice. A lot of y'all are meant to heal the collective in some way, shape, form. You don't have to be on YouTube with like thousands of followers, but you could very much be doing this in your own little college, in your own little locality, in your own little town. But you definitely have a very healing vibe to you, and you're meant to heal people in this life is what I'm really picking up over here. You've really gone through your own very, very frigid winters. You've been cast out, you've been all alone, and you don't really need a lot of validation. You've been there for yourself, which is something that your spirit guides truly love about you. They just love the fact that you've never truly given up on yourself, which is very, very powerful. That's very, very tenacious. Most people give up on things, sooner than they would want to. So your ability to just show up no matter what happens is something your spirit guides truly, truly adore about you, and they just want you to realize how powerful you truly are. You are in complete balance right now to get whatever you sort of require. you know you're meant to have a lot of influence just sitting in your house. That's what I'm really getting for a lot of y'all. I'm going to shuffle some oracle. Anything I missed? We have elephant greatness. Love is your strength, leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. So like I said, I think this just confirms everything I said. You're not lucky, you're truly blessed. And you have these very, very powerful spirit guides like wolves and elephants and dogs, like really protecting you. And like I said, you are meant to lead people, you're meant to have an effect on the collective, whether you're doing it online or you're doing it offline, it doesn't matter. You have this natural wisdom that inspires a lot of people, and I think a lot of you just inspire people by being yourself. It's not even always about what you're doing or what you're saying. Just you showing up in your beautiful presence, being completely mindful and being really present in the present moment. Your aura itself is very healing, and that is something your spirit guides truly love about you. It's almost like you yourself are like a spirit guide, but in like a reincarnated form. And another thing that I was watching about elephants in a animal documentary, I love watching animal documentaries, is animals are able to sense things with their feet. So they can sense water very, very, very far away during the summer months. So you know when good things are coming towards you, or you even have premonitions when bad things happen. And you naturally relax enough to let things come to you or answers come to you. And that is something your spirit guides truly love about you. You can sense things. You understand that if things are not making sense, you understand that if things are not making sense, you have to look deeper, and you totally look deeper. That is something your spirit guides truly admire about you. Any other messages? Yeah, that's all I have for pile number ones. Again, it's a general reading, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. If you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below, so you can definitely reach out for a private reading. And please do go head over to Scarlet Serpent Tarot's channel and go watch his reading where he covers what do your ancestors love about you, and go binge watch all his other content. Go show him lots of love and tell him you came from Tarot Yogi, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose the Neophyte card, this is your reading on what do your spirit guides love about you. Please do go check out the extended part of this reading on Scarlet Serpent Tarot's channel. I will link his channel in the description box below, so you can definitely check out the extended reading where he is covering what do your ancestors love about you. So please do go check out his channel and his reading and go show him lots of love. So we're asking angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended master, star family today. What do your spirit guides truly love about you? Pile number 2. We thank you for these clear, concise, and accurate messages. We thank you for always guiding us, especially when we need it the most. Okay, pile number 2, we have the Fool, we have Death, we have 2 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, 3 of Cups, the Hierophant, and 3 of Wands with the Neophyte card. So what I'm seeing that your spirit guides really love about you is that you are a risk taker. I think when your spirit guides tell you to jump, you jump. I think you're also very, very tapped in. We have the Neophyte card, you know. So I feel a lot of y'all could just be waking up to your own spiritual potential. I think a lot of y'all are just realizing that there is so much more to this life than what meets the eye. And I think a lot of y'all are very uneasy and uncomfortable with knowing and just knowing that you can't keep living the way you have been living, and you know you have the thirst for more, you know. So you're just very curious by nature, you know. You can have a Gemini moon or a Gemini ascendant, you know, and I have both. I have like a Gemini moon and an ascendant, you know. I'm very curious by nature, you know, and that's what I'm really picking up over here, you know. You are very curious by nature, and I think you have tempered yourself as you have sort of grown with time, and you know you sort of understand that not all curiosity is good curiosity. But what your spirit guides really love about you is the fact that, you know, you really take risks when necessary, you know, and you're not someone who goes through a lot of spiritual transformations kicking, screaming, crying, you know. I think you really accept your spiritual death, you know, because you understand that it's only going through like a very deep transformation do you truly grow, you know. And your spirit guides love that about you. Your spirit guides also love that you're a very good student, you know. I feel a lot of y'all do practice magic or study magic in some way, shape, form, you know. Pile number 2, what I'm really getting over here is a lot of y'all may even work with moon cycles, but you know y'all are very good students is what I'm really picking up over here, you know. And this is something your spirit guides love, you know. I feel a lot of y'all may be studying tarot, or a lot of y'all may be even practicing magic spells for a small portion, and I'm just saying a very small portion in pile number 2. I feel a lot of y'all also work with demons, you know. So you definitely, a lot of y'all in this pile, you do have help coming from the darker side, so to speak, you know. So I feel a lot of your spirit guides come from hell, you know. So you definitely have that, you know. I'm getting Persephone and Inanna in my head, you know. So your spirit guides love the fact that you have this dual nature to you, you know, where you're very comfortable being for long periods in darkness, you know, in the abyss with your own shadow, and doing the shadow work that necessary for you to really ascend to the level that you truly have, you know. And you know you can still do that, but you can still be a light bearer for other people, you know. You have this duality within you, and I think you're going to be working, and I'm getting goosebumps right now, by the way, you know. And I feel this duality is something you're going to be working on more and more as time passes. And I feel the more your spirit guides feel that you won't like misuse your powers, I feel more responsibility and powers will be given to you, you know. So people in this pile, and I feel a lot of y'all aren't doing psychic work, but I feel a lot of y'all feel called to do psychic work, and you're just sort of confused. So this is your message to really just jump and take this leap of faith, you know, because you will be caught, you know. Your spirit guides will catch you, you know. So I feel a lot of y'all are called here to do something in the public eye, you know. Practice your magic, divination, whatever you do over here, and it's going to be different. A lot of y'all are also energy healers, you know. A lot of y'all are artists, something creative like that, you know. So your spirit guides are really asking you to just really take that leap of faith and know that you will be caught, you know. Any kind of investment you're making right now will come back to you, you know. Another thing that your spirit guides truly love about you is you're not satisfied with answers easily, you know. You will take your time and you will weigh each and every aspect of each and every angle of the argument, you know, the pros and the cons. And you know you will be okay sitting in that darkness to come to a very well thought out and a very well spent on conclusion about things in life, and I think you could also be sharing your perspectives, you know, and I feel a lot of y'all are called here to share your perspective, you know, and you're very, very patient, you know, you really wait for things to come to you, and that is something your spirit guides really love about you. We also have Three of Pentacles, and the way I read Three of Pentacles often is, you know, it is us basically collaborating with our spirit guides. You know, so your spirit guides love that you're very collaborative with them. You just innately understand, if you cannot even put it to words, that, you know, if you do your due diligence, you just know that, you know, everything else will be taken care of, you know, so you don't worry yourself about the minute details of how, when, what, you know. I think you have a, I think you have an innate understanding of divine timing at play, and that is something your spirit guides love about you, that you don't feel you're running out of time, you don't feel as if there's really anywhere else to be than where you truly are, you know. So that's something your spirit guides love about you. I think your spirit guides, what they love the most about you is they don't have to guide you very often, to be very honest, you know. Like, I think you're born with like a very knowledgeable inherent soul, you know, if you believe in soul, that is, you know, it's almost like you have a lot of past life knowledge, which just makes your life easy for you. And I don't even think you realize this, because of just who you are, and it is everything in just who you are, you know. It's like you would not be stuck upon things very naturally, you know. I'm not saying that you don't have your down days, and it's not like you haven't been hurt, but I'm just saying that you're not going to be kicked down and out for a very, very long time. You know, you bounce back, and you bounce back stronger than ever. You know, with the death card especially, I'm getting Shaman King in my head. You know, it's an anime on Netflix which I watched, where these kids, they would almost die, be on the verge of death, you know, in the bardo, and come back stronger than ever. You know, and there is something very alchemical happening over here with you. You know, you definitely have a lot of shamanic roots, whether you believe that or not. You know, it's almost like it's ingrained in your soul to sort of be completely destroyed, and then you understand that you can come together and be born anew, even stronger and better than where you already were. You know, so you go through this very shamanic journey of going to the underworld, you know, arising to the heavens, and then coming back to earth and sharing your knowledge with other people in whatever way, shape, form that you choose to do, you know. And that is something your spirit guides love about you, you know. It's almost like you subconsciously understand your soul purpose, even if you don't always consciously understand it, you know. And I think a lot of y'all have been acting on your soul purpose since you were born, you know. And I feel everything in your life was just, it was just like tests, you know. It was just tests and things you had to learn along the way to be more fortified as a neophyte. You know, a neophyte is a student, and what a student does, a student studies. And we have 16 card number, which, you know, it becomes 7, you know. And 7 is about completion. 7 is also about reaching that point, and looking back and waiting, and really introspecting. You know, 7 is about pause, even if it's the Chariot card. You know, even on the traditional Chariot card, the chariot is not moving, you know. The chariot is still, you know. So it's your ability to be still is something your spirit guides truly love about you, you know. And like I said, your spirit guides don't have to work overtime, you know. I think they just give you one vision, and you almost just get it, you know. Like, just you have a sense of victory, you know. And half your battle is won when you just understand what you want and you truly go after it, you know. That itself is very, very powerful, you know. You're saving your soul a lot of time. You're saving your soul a lot of time from a lot of lessons being learned, you know. And that's what I'm saying, you know. You don't beat around the bush when it comes to learning lessons. You learn your lessons pretty well. I don't think you were always like this, but I definitely think you have come to this place where you don't take a lot of time to learn your lessons, you know. And that's something your spirit guides love about you. And I definitely feel a lot of y'all are natural channelers. We have the Hierophant, you know, and the Hierophant is the bridge between the divine and the people, you know. So a lot of y'all could be tarot readers here, like me, you know. A lot of y'all could be into astrology, things like that. A lot of y'all are maybe even really good with art or something, and you're healing people through your art, through your singing, through your movement, through your dance, something along those lines, you know. But you have this ability. I feel a lot of y'all have the ability to also tap into Akashic records. And I know this is not what abilities you have reading, but that's just coming through over here, you know. And Another thing your spirit guides really, really love about you is you genuinely take joy in other people's happiness. You're not the kind of person who would pretend to be happy for someone else when they're doing well, because they don't feel complete within themselves. You genuinely support people, you genuinely want people to do well, and this is giving very natural leadership qualities. You very much have it within you. And I think right now is a very magical time for you. It is a very beautiful time for you where a lot of things are coming together, So right now is really the time for you to pay attention to the synchronicities, really see what they're trying to tell you because they're trying to tell you something. Pay attention to your gut. Please pay close attention to your gut and your intuition and your heart because you're getting a lot of downloads. I feel, I feel your crown chakra is very, very active, and I feel a lot of y'all will be coming into a time soon where you will be using your voice. And we have the Hierophant, and I would like to say that the thing about knowledge is until it is shared, like if you read something, if you read a tarot book, for example, right, you can learn all the meanings of the cards, but you don't have the full knowledge of tarot till you like give someone a reading, till it is spoken, that there is magic in the spoken word, right? And I think that is what you need to realize on your path. It's you just have to take this final leap of faith over here, because I think you inherently have to understand, and I think you do, but somewhere your ego is stopping you from really speaking your truth, because I feel speaking your truth will not just set you free, but it will also inspire and help a lot of other people. So you're really called upon here to come into your own power, and I feel whether you see this reading or not, you are going to come into your own power. you know you're definitely on your own spiritual timeline is what I'm getting over here. And you may feel as if time is not very linear for you, and let me tell you, it's not. you know so definitely feed your curiosity. Coming back to what I was saying, definitely feed your curiosity over here. It's very, very important that you do that. Go as deep in the rabbit hole as you wish to go, and I think you will get a lot of answers over here. And be as reflective as you need to be. you know and also maybe spend some time out on a full moon night. I think that will really, really benefit you also on your spiritual journey. I'm going to shuffle some oracle. Anything I missed? Wow. I was just going to say that a lot of y'all may be seeing owls or owl-sized spirit guides, and we have the owl card which reads magic. Choose to know the truth because you can. Let me read that again. Choose to know the truth because you can. That is so deep. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. So like I said, you're very, very magical. You're a neophyte. So you're students. You're definitely my little witchy babes and my warlocks, my wizards. I feel a lot of y'all are channels, and I feel a lot of y'all just need to like give out that message that you're okay receiving, message that you truly need and want, and not be so spooked and scared. And cards are flying. And I think you have a tendency of getting a little spooked. So don't be spooked. I think you're very, very protected, and like again, we'll take that as confirmation. You have this ability to see through things, and don't underestimate that. Owl is a very, very powerful spirit guide to have. It and I feel only like people who are really advanced on spiritual paths get an owl spirit guide, because they're more advanced than I would say other spirit guides. They're literally totems of magic, right? And what do owls do? They peer through the darkness in the night, and like I said, you have this ability to sit in the dark, to sit with your own abyss, and get answers for yourself and for others. So don't underestimate this. And I feel a lot of y'all may feel comfortable in the night. I feel a lot of y'all may even stay up at night. You're definitely my night owls, but the more you fall in love with your magic, the more stronger your magic will get. That is something your spirit guides are really asking me to convey over here. Any other messages? Yeah, so that's all I have for pile number 2. Again, it's a general reading, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow, and if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below, so you can definitely reach out for a private reading. And please do go head over to Scarlet Serpent Tarot's channel and check out the extended where he reads for you what do your ancestors love about you. So please do go head over to his channel, go binge watch all his content, go subscribe to his channel, go show him lots of love, and tell him you came from Tarot Yogi. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the crystal ball card, this is your reading on what do your spirit guides love about you. And please do go check out the extended reading on Scarlet Serpent Tarot's channel. I will link his channel in the description box below. He has done the extended reading on what do your ancestors love about you. So please do go check out his reading. And we're going to tap today into what do your spirit guides love about you. Okay, pile number 3, we have the Judgment, 4 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, High Priestess, the Empress, 7 of Swords, 5 of Wands, and we have the Crystal Ball card, which reads Inside. So I would say y'all are obviously very, very, very psychic. You know, you could very much be in your divine feminine energy. You know, you don't have to identify just to be a woman to identify with being in the divine feminine energy, you know. You're very, very much tapped into your femininity, you know, even if you're a guy, you know, and you're very, very, very psychic. And I think psychic people naturally have more difficult lives. You know, I think if you're blessed with psychic gifts, I would say you would go through 10 times the more lessons than a normal individual. And that makes sense, right? Because you're meant to heal and teach other people, you know, and your compassion only grows when you have been put into situations. You know, we wouldn't be as compassionate if we hadn't gone through our own suffering, right? So I think that is something your spirit guides really love about you, you know, that you understand that everything that you've gone through has deeper meaning, and you're always on the quest to find deeper meaning. You know, you're not satisfied with most answers, you know. And like I said, you know, you're very much in your divine feminine energy, and it's not gender based. You know, you could very much be a guy like me in your divine feminine energy, you know. And we have the High Priestess and the Empress. So your spirit guides really love that, you know, you're very comfortable being in darkness for a very long time. You know, you go through your gestation period. You know, you really, a lot of y'all may even study, I feel, you know, and a lot of y'all may practice tarot, do crystal balls or something, you know, or you could even scry in water, or, you know, this is a call for you to realize that you can actually do those things, you know. And if you're already a tarot reader, the message that your spirit guides really want me to convey to you over here is you need to maybe try your hands at scrying. Maybe scrying through water, scrying through fire, scrying in the clouds. I personally love to scry in the clouds. You know, you can definitely try that out. You know, and you're meant to share all these gifts. You know, you have been given these gifts for a reason. And I would say a lot of y'all also have mediumship abilities. And I feel a lot of y'all may have even be scared of the mediumship abilities you have, because it gets a little spooky, right, at times. So you definitely have mediumship abilities. Let me tell you that, by number 3. And I think what your spirit guides are asking me to tell you is to just nudge yourself, you know, to just be a little more accepting and open to these mediumship messages that you're getting from the other side. I feel a lot of y'all may have lost someone very, very close to you, like, you know, physically lost them, you know, so you may have certain messages coming for you from that side, you know, so just be open to it is the message over here. Your spirit guides love that you can be defensive when the need be. You know, you don't take a lot of people's crap, you know, you just keep it moving, you know, and you're very self-preserving. I think that's something your spirit guides really, really love about you. You could very much be connected to birds. You know, we have the owl on this card, and, you know, we had owl in pile number 2 as well, so you may be attracted to pile number 2. You may have certain messages over there, but, you know, when you have owl as a spirit guide, you're a little more advanced than, like, the average individual. You know, I don't think everyone gets owl spirit guides. You know, I think only very, very special people get owl spirit guides. You know, like, I've seen a lot of people have cats and dogs as spirit guides, but, you know, I do think birds are, like, in a bit of a separate category, and I think you're very, very connected to the element of air. You know, you could have prominent air placements in your birth chart as well. But another thing your spirit guides really love about you is, like I said, you know, you can sit in the darkness for a long period of time and come to your natural space of illumination. You know, you may be getting a lot of downloads that you may share with people, or, you know, you're called upon to share it with people, because there's no way you're so psychic and you're not supposed to use your gifts. That doesn't make sense, I think a lot of y'all are trying to just merge in. I think a lot of y'all are just trying to conform, and your spirit guides are really saying that in order for you to truly create the kind of stability and the kind of abundance you need, you have to use your gifts. You're not meant to. Yeah, sorry. So we have a lot of distractions in this reading. So I do feel you have a lot of distractions right now. But your spirit guides are really asking me to convey this message of you need to really sit in your darkness. You need to have your alone time, because you will be given certain downloads that are very, very necessary for you on your spiritual journey and your path. And I think that the deeper you go into your own darkness, the more light and illumination you're going to be able to bring for yourself and others. And you have this ability, you have this Persephone kind of superpower where you can go into the depths of the darkness and bring out the light that people need. I'm getting Prometheus stealing fire from the gods. So you very much have that sort of rebellious nature to you. You could even identify as starseeds heavily in this pile, I would say. I feel a lot of y'all are also very telepathic. You just know what to tell people at times. You have this ability to read people's minds. But coming back to what your spirit guides love about you, and I think what I was also trying to say earlier on was, you're meant to use your gifts to create abundance in this lifetime. So don't feel ashamed to ask people for money to do spiritual work if that is something you're holding yourself back from. Because you're meant to create a lot of abundance through this. You're meant to create a lot of abundance through your spiritual gifts. That's why you have them in the first place. So don't shy away from asking what you're truly worth, is the message over here. Coming back to what your spirit guides are really, really proud of you is, you take your time. You take your time. You measure your words. You measure your action. You measure your steps. Everything is very well thought out, very well acted, and you just go for it. You have these divine insights, so you know when to stop, when to act. And like I said, you're very much in your divine feminine energy. We have the High Priestess and we have the Empress. So you really, really go inwards. You find what is needed. You really ask yourself, what is it that you truly want? You sit in your darkness till you get the answers, and then you're able to come back and create that for yourself. The Empress is called the daughter of the mighty ones, and the mighty ones is the supernal triangle, of the tree of life over here. And it is sort of the first manifestation, and it's the purest sort of manifestation over here. Wow, there are a lot of distractions in your reading today. But another thing that your spirit guides really love about you is, you don't shy away and you don't waste time when it comes to transformation. We have the butterflies on the Empress card. So you go through these very life altering, deep transformations. You may have 12th house or 8th house placements, and I have 12th house placements, and I learned something new about myself that was not known to me before. So you have to be open, and I think this is what your spirit guides love about you, that you are very open to receiving these knowledge and things about yourself. And like I said, we have the crystal ball card over here. So the deeper you go into your insights and the clearer your vision becomes, the easier it will be for you to manifest whatever you truly require. And the message for you in this pile is, I feel a lot of y'all may be triggered from time to time, and you may feel like chasing, but you need to remember who you truly are, and you have this divine feminine energy, so you don't have to chase anything ever. You can create something, or you can attract something. So don't ever be chasing anything, especially men or something ridiculous like that. Pile number 3. Let me be very, very clear over here. You're very self-contained, you're very self-generative. You complete yourself. You very much complete yourself, and you have the ability to create everything out of nothing, which is no small task. Pile number 3. Please know this. You don't shy away from conflict. You really stand up for people. If you see something unjust happening, you will stand up. You're almost like the embodiment of justice, is what your spirit guides love about you. You really enact justice in the 3D world. That is something your spirit guides truly adore about you. And I feel a lot of y'all are very much in contact with your spirit guides. Like I said, a lot of y'all are super psychic. I would be surprised if you don't have like a tarot channel on YouTube. And if you do, please leave your channel name in the description box below. Not in the description box below, I mean in the comment section below. I love watching tarot as much as I love reading tarot. You're meant to use your gifts, like I said, in this file. And another thing that your spirit guides really love about you is, you look at the bigger picture. You really look at the bigger picture. Like your spirit guides won't have to waste time explaining to you that there is suffering, there is cause for suffering, there is cessation of a suffering, and there is a way out of suffering. You know these things. You just know these things, and I just you just know these things deep down. So your spirit guides don't have to waste a lot of time and energy on you when it comes to learning certain lessons, because you learn your lessons quite well. You don't just learn your lessons, you learn your lessons and you teach it to other people as well. You're almost an embodiment of a spirit guide in the real world, and that is something your spirit guides love about you. And I don't think you just get love from your spirit guides. I think you especially get love from other people's spirit guides as well, especially if you're like a channeler, tarot reader, something like that. That is something your spirit guides really love, and other people's spirit guides love about you, because when a lot of people don't get the memo, right? But you somehow have been put into people's lives where you will tell them what they need to hear to sort of set them free. So I think what you need to understand, pile number 3 especially, is nothing happens by coincidence, especially the kind of people you meet. Everyone in your life, you have some message to give them. You definitely are giving messenger vibes. You are planted in people's lives so they can realize their higher potential, and that is not always nice. That can even put a target on your back. But I just really want you to know that you're very, very protected, you're very, very safe, and no one can harm you. You're doing God's work on earth right now, so there's no way anyone can harm you. So don't even be delusioned about that. And like I said, you really look at the bigger picture when necessary. And you understand that you have your time to act, you have your time to rest. You're very much in sync with nature. You're very much in alignment, and that is something your spirit guides really love about you. You're like a plus student. You're very obedient when it comes to doing your spiritual bit. And that is something your spirit guides truly, truly love about you. And I think the final message here that your spirit guides really want me to convey to you is, a lot of y'all are owed a lot of abundance. You have a lot of ancestral, generational abundance that is just waiting to fall into your lap. So just keep doing what you're doing and it will come to you. And for this file particularly, I know there are a lot of single people in this file. Just know that the more you follow your divine calling, the more you follow your north node over here, that's when you will truly be given an equal partner to love. You won't have to settle for just any sort of nonsense and garbage. You're not going to have to settle for some just any crumbs. You're not going to have to settle for some breadcrumbs, pile number 3. You deserve the whole cake. So keep your standards high, keep doing your spiritual work, keep killing it. Pile number 3 is definitely my spiritual baddies. Pile number 3 is my psychic baddies. Like we would be besties. Pile number 3 definitely. Just keep shining. And I feel a lot of y'all are going to get more magnetic. A lot of y'all are going to get more attractive as time passes. And I said this in my readings a while back. Even the way you look has a deeper purpose. You're meant to attract people towards you, to sort of give them knowledge, to give them liberation. And you know what? A friend of mine, my best friend, not even a friend of mine, I was speaking to my best friend, and she told me that she really resonated with that part in my reading where I said that, even your looks have a deeper purpose than you realize. You sort of are using your looks in a way to give people the sort of knowledge that they need, the sort of liberation that they need. You're able to just channel information that they need. And what my friend said was, even if people copy you, it's a good thing in a way, because, if people are copying you and if people think, you're the it girl or the it guy, they're almost getting a sense of happiness, thinking that they're sort of emulating you in some way, shape, form. So I think that is also very, very, very applicable over here. So you may have a lot of jealous people, you may have a lot of people just projecting their insecurities onto you, or you may even have people call you like a phony psychic or whatever. But just don't pay them any mind. I think they're just your biggest fans who just really want to emulate you and be you, but they will never be you. Let's just state the obvious, pile number 3 over here. Yeah. We'll shuffle some oracle, see if I missed anything. Wow, we have the Moose card, which reads wisdom. Let your head and your mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. Like I said, y'all are channelers, readers, tarot readers, astrology babes, psychic babes, magic practitioners, spellcasters, all of it. The whole gambit. And this quote, I forgot who is it by. It said something like, your tree can never reach heavens until your roots reach hell, so you're very, very grounded, but the moose has these antennas, and you also have these antennas, these sort of metaphorical antennas where you're getting a lot of these downloads, you're getting a lot of these downloads, and you're able to channel it and digest it in a way and give it to people that makes sense to them, because a lot of times, and you do it very efficiently, you do it very effortlessly, and that is another sign that you're meant to do this, pile number 3. And I feel you may have imposter syndrome, you may really doubt yourself at times, you may have a lot of your own ego, a lot of your own personal resistance getting in your way, but you're going to learn to make that quiet and really learn to be egoless, to really channel all this information, and moose are very, very strong, they're very, very headstrong animals, you know so, and they survive these cold winters, and they're very majestic and big, so even if you're like 5'2", you have this very big energy about you, you have this very loud aura about you, you have this very intimidating factor about you, you know and you have all this wisdom, you have so much wisdom to give, and I feel all this wisdom is just locked up in your soul. And like, crystal ball inside, the deeper you go in your own inner visions, the more you stay in the abyss, because you can stay in the abyss. Let me tell you, most people cannot stay in the abyss. Most people can't even get close to the abyss, you know and if you don't know what abyss is, this is not your reading, so just your ability to stay in the darkness in that gestation period for long periods of time. And like I said, you go through hell, then you be completely ripped apart, then you go up to heaven, you get the light, and you come and you share it with everyone on earth. You're literally the bridge between heaven and earth, pile number 3, and there are very few people like you, more than you realize. And people like you is something that is really, really required on this earth right now. And that is something your spirit guides are so grateful. Your spirit guides are grateful to have you, pile number 3. So just know you're like the coolest. Any other messages? Yeah, so that's all I have for pile number 3s. Again, it's a general reading, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below, so you can definitely reach out for a private reading. And please do go check out the extended reading on Scarlet Serpent Tarot's channel. He has covered what do your ancestors love about you. So please go to his channel, go show him lots of love. Go subscribe, go binge watch all his videos, and let him know you came from Tarot Yogi. And I'll see you guys in your next reading. Thank you.